Hey, I'm gonna tell you about Oreos, everybody's favorite cookie. For me personally, if I'm ever gonna treat myself to a little snack, chances are it may very well be a classic Oreo. Before we take a look at the one problem with this cookie, we're gonna have to go back to where it all began.
Hello there. Hello.
I know this is going to sound really cliche and typical, but I have many late memories of having cookies at my grandma's. And for the record, this wasn't grandma baking cookies or sticking my grubby little fingers in the cookie jar. This was my grandma buying vanilla Oreos and putting them in the pantry. And yes, I said vanilla Oreos. I thought vanilla Oreos were the OG because those were the first ones I ever had. I thought the chocolate ones were some cheap secondary flavor. This inquiry didn't last for long because when I had a chocolate Oreo for the first time, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Since then, I've tried Oreo milkshakes, deep fried Oreos, and yeah, that's about it. I barely have these kinds of things often. Now that I've given my own little backstory on Oreos, I think it's time I give my own 2 cents on a controversial opinion. What if I told you that the best part of an Oreo is not, in fact, the icing in the middle, and it was instead the cookie part that holds it all together? The stuff, as they call it, is the most shittiest, yuckiest, most bland part of the Oreo. It's overrated. I've known of freaks that simply just scrape the icing off the cookie and just throw out the rest. Absolutely insane. Like it's not even close to being good enough to be obsessed over like this. But you know what? Whatever. A sweet flavor like this is necessary in almost any cookie, or any dessert for that matter. But where it goes too far is when the amount of stuff in an Oreo changes. What qualifies as the right amount of stuff? The right amount of stuff. How about putting it into some terms that we can understand together? How much cheese is a good amount to put on a pizza? I don't know, I don't think it really matters as long as it doesn't spill over the f***ing crust. And that, my friends, is the exact problem with the wondrous world of Oreo variants. So we got the normal Oreo. Like, okay, it's the original variant, like the amount of stuff, like it's whatever, it's the original. But you know what, I'll give it a pass, it's not the worst thing in the world. But then we got double stuff and mega stuff and the most stuff. Like, what the hell is this shit? This is when the stuff is taken too far. Too damn far, I tell you. These extra stuff variants suck, and I'm tired of pretending they don't. We just got a viewer poll, we just got a viewer poll, we just got a viewer poll. I wonder who it's from. Now, to all my dear viewers who participated in the Oreo poll, thank you so much for your support. But just about all of your opinions are wrong. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. The majority of you voted for Oreo's double stuff. The second largest group at a whopping 34% voted for the original Oreo, which, I mean, I'll give it a pass, whatever, we already went through this. But the smallest yet biggest offenders in this poll voted for Oreo mega stuff. Oh my god, how can you even eat that slop? I'm very disappointed in your guys' taste for Oreos. And I know I'm not the weirdo because I made the damn poll. But notice how I said I was disappointed in only most of you. The 11% of you that were sensible enough to have a good taste in sweets voted for Oreo's saving grace. Oreo Thins. Ooh, just look at that slender frame with the perfect amount of stuff in it. The cookie to icing ratio is frankly immaculate. The perfect amount of ingredients in stacking order that makes for a perfect cookie. Oreo Thins are peak Kino Oreo, and you're not allowed to argue with me on this. So you know what, let's make a quick little tier list here before I send you guys off. Oreo Mega Stuff, D tier. Oreo Double Stuff, C tier, right above, still sucks. Golden Oreos can go in B tier, I mean they're alright. Original Oreos, A tier, I mean that's generous. And Oreos Thins go at the top in S tier, baby. So in conclusion, Oreos are mid. What, do you think I actually gave a shit about this?
Gentlemen, Oreo has rejected my bid to buy the DSRL, so we lick race for it, right here with Double Stuf Gold.